Coming to you live coast to coast from the iconic Disneyland in California. It's JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. Let's give a big round of applause with our host and hostess, John Good and Melody Mouse. Wow. Thank you so much, everybody at home. Yeah. Hello. Well, welcome to JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. This is it. Well, happy anniversary of JGN. This is the 10th anniversary of the original content station of JGN. This is it. This is the first time for being here.
That's right, John. We're here for the very first time.
That's right, Melanie. This is it. I'm your host, John Good, and join with them for the first time is one of my best buddies and my best girl in town, with Mickey and Minnie's lost sister, Melanie Mouse. Melanie, how's it feel?
It's so good to be home.
Well, that's pretty good, Melanie. So today and this you may not know why, this is the first time with Melanie Mouse who became a hostess on JGN's New Year's Eve 2026. Coming up on this program, Mickey and Minnie will be really happy. We're going to have a dance with Melanie Mouse. So coming up right before we'll begin the ball drop. This is it. I can't wait. I'm so excited for the new year. And then JGN's 10th anniversary Royal Ball celebration will be coming up and around the corner. The JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 will be coming up in an hour, about an hour. This is the part one of JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 event. So coming up on this program, we're going to celebrate America's greatest memories during the American 250th birthday, and some of them are great memories, and some of them are the great American disasters. So Melanie, are you excited for this? For the American 250th birthday? She guessed so. So right before, oh my God, I just got a lot of room around here. Okay. So anyway, sorry about that. All of that malfunction of the wardrobe. This is it. At JGN. So as we all started on JGN's, as the JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 goes on. Well, so let's talk about JGN history. As we all started in January 4th, 2016, JGN has been born. It was born on YouTube. And it created Punch Your Face, the Knockout Kings 2000 series, is the first ever original content station of JGN series. And then something's a little success. And then John Good, the media boy, is a boxer, and I used to love her, Serena from Pokemon, and also Ash Ketchum is one of the best as well. And anyway, so back in 2019. I tried to dress up for Serena for Pokemon, and then the mysterious woman that dress does not belong to JGN channels, but then and I deleted it, and I deleted this video. Or just a bit. And I deleted it and I reposted it on YouTube due to the publicizing restrictions. Disney. So this is going to be one of the biggest projects I ever created, and I take the stress away. I attempt to apologize to Serena, but it failed, and I deleted it. And I try to attempt to focus on Serena topics about Pokemon. I stick to Ash Ketchum. That has to be one of the best decisions. So you see, I love Pokemon series. It's not a bad show. It's a good show. and also JGN's. So besides JGN's celebrating a 5-year anniversary because of a cancellation of a random amount of series, and then Cat vs. the Giants, it became a critically failed show for JGN because of a ripoff of Flash Gordon from Filmation for minus, and then I made and deleted for no reason. And it is in these titles like the Mongolian Menace, Return to Mongo, and then ripping off of the Spider-Man's own shows, and also coming in, and also in 2017, I made NFL Blitz series, entitled Blitz. And then I would be on the main series. Is trying to make Cat. Trying to tell you, we're trying to defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I ate the Jaguar stew a few years later because it is the series finale of NFL Blitz, the biggest redemption of the century. That's a topic, and it ended really well. And then Curse vs. Blessed commercials became the most failed show on JGN history. And I deleted it. And then it became the cursed, and all of these people became a cursed kings. And I'm feeling it. And I was deleted my YouTube channel, and I was deleted a lot of videos on YouTube because of the copyrighted violations and the ripping off of his own names. I was recently know that what is about to happen. So that's why they don't work. So the Curse vs. Blessed commercials is not success. And then back in 2020s, this is the first year I made a live stream event. It's JGN's New Year's Eve 2023. And I was sick because I was just kind of sick because of a cold and flu. Here. So this has to be a good stream event because due to the viewers are lower, and then we'll save in the archives. And JGN's New Year's Eve 2024 became a major success. And because during the 24 hours into a new year, that's the original title, is JGN's original content series, is now the long-running show in the history of JGN. So it is airing 100 episodes. Are you crazy? 100 episodes. It has to be one of a record-breaking amount of miniseries events throughout this year. So I love 24 hours into a New Year series. I was way obsessed about that. Because in the next season, so on the next series, we'll do an Infinite Hopes for the new year. It will be the new series. Now, hopefully, we're going to make brand new characters, there's new original content shows, and many, many more. And some of original content songs, Redemption Rings and Midnight Screams. That's Echoes at the Super Bowl is one of the best miniseries. That's a nominee for the Year-End Award. And the JGN's Year-End Award is Let's Celebrate If You're Happy. And And also, Friday Night Fried will be the year-end award as well. This would be one of the best nominees for the best original content series of JGN ever. So, and they say that's why they love me. So that's why that. And then 10 years later, John Good Network became a national phenomenon. National Original Content Milestone. That's what it called. So in January 4, 2026, JGN will going to do a 10th anniversary Royal Ball celebration. It will be the original content milestone for the big celebration. So that's why. So that's where the JGN 10 years of JGN is where it began 10 years ago. So let's talk about The America Was Born. The America was born in 1776. And it became a first president of the United States of America is George Washington. It is the first ever president of the United States, and it located at the White House in Washington, D.C. back in 1776. And then 100 years later, back in 1876, it became a history of a making. And then 200 years ago, then 1976. In 1976, it became America turns 200 years old, and also the World War began, and the Civil War was all canceling all of the holidays and holiday events due to the World War II. That would be the most tragic, disastrous event in America. And then September 11th, September 2001, in the year after the new millennium began in 2000, there's two plane crashes in the World Trade Center. It was one of the most tragic disasters. I actually remember that. One. It's just kind of a little devastating and sad, and I cried louder than that. That's when I'm talking about Twin Towers. We can't show you the Twin Towers because of it, due to their rights. And let me tell you, back in 2020, 5 years ago, the coronavirus pandemic is where it all began. And back in 5 years ago, the JGN's shows has been postponed due to the COVID. And then returned in fall 2020 for a special event for JGN shows at home, and they made NFL Blitz 2000 during the pandemic, and then it returned. And I returned to recording a video of JGN's NFL Blitz in 2000, and Blitz 2000 was resumed filming in 2023. And I recently suspended for 2 years on JGN, and I returned from 2 years. That's where it all began. And in 2023, the Disney 100 began in Disneyland in California, and it ended in New Year's Eve. 2023. That is one of my favorite anniversaries in my life. So coming soon to JGN is Mickey and Minnie 100 will be coming up on 2028. It will be a history of a making. Will be a magical milestone. Will be a biggest night of a century, just like New Year's Eve and stuff like that. So that's why it is where America is born. That's why it became a national game show for now. Okay, so it is where back in November of 1999, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? John Carpenter from Hampton, Connecticut, the IRS agent, going to the $1 million question, and then he called his dad. It was like, "Hey, Dad, I don't really need your help. I just want to let me tell you, I'm going to win $1 million." And that was completely unheard of back in 1999. Because we just should have been said, "Is that your final answer?" Well, that's one of the priceless memories. One of the greatest memories of a game show history. John Carpenter became a millionaire, and the question is like, which of these U.S. presidents who appeared on the television series Laugh-In? And the answer is B, Richard Nixon. That became an American history of a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire's first $1 million winner in a primetime quiz show in America. That's history of the making. So this is the years before Wheel of Fortune showed up for when it became a $1 million winner. That's why it became a great one. So that's why that's where America is born. So right after. So that's how we're going to talk about the America events from disasters and then some of the greatest memories. So thank you so much for being here. So we'll see you guys for a second half of our hour. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for watching the first half of the JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 hour number 1, and we're gonna get prepared for that one. So when we come back, we're gonna talk about one of the greatest memories of JGN. We'll find out right after this. JGN's New Year's Eve 2026 live on JGN is sponsored in part by Coca-Cola. You must drink wisely. Always drink Coca-Cola. By StorybookDestinations.com. Your fairy tale vacation lives happily ever after. And by Huggies Pull-Ups diapers. He's a big kid now. And you be a kid now, too. More New Year's Eve fun right after this.